Welcome student again in chemistry by Viral sir, surface chemistry. In last episode we discuss about action of adsorption. Adsorption action के लिए हमने कुछ देखा था thermodynamical, how it is spontaneous. Now in this episode we will find that different types of adsorption. There is mainly two type of adsorption. You will find that types of adsorption is classified in two, that is physisorption and chemisorption. Physisorption is physical process while chemisorption is chemical process. Means if due to van der Waals attraction force some different gaseous or liquid molecules are attracted towards solid surface, and only the van der Waals attraction force are responsible for this type of adsorption, we will consider that is physisorption. And if chemical bond type, if ionic bond or other dipole-dipole bond or some covalent bond is formed between adsorbate and adsorbent, then it is classified as chemisorption. Sometimes both type of sorption takes place simultaneously, तो उसको एक्सप्लेन करना बहुत डिफिकल्ट है और उस पर्टिकुलर उसको डिफाइन करने के लिए टेम्परेचर को भी अंदर इंक्लूड करना पड़ेगा, प्रेशर को भी इंक्लूड करना पड़ेगा और इन सबको मिला के एक अलग फॉर्मूला निकालना पड़ेगा, बट दैट इज नॉट इन आवर सिलेबस. सो टुडे वी विल फाइंड दैट इट्स कैरेक्टरिस्टिक एज वेल एज इट्स डिफरेंट physisorption and chemisorption. Let's go. Here we will find that a physisorption as well as chemisorption. In both of case, we will find out its characteristic as well as difference. Both the things we will study with the simultaneously. हम लोग physisorption and chemisorption की जो भी characteristic है, जो भी properties है, वो भी discuss करेंगे और उनके बीच में जो difference है, वो difference एक. तो first point that how physisorption occurs spontaneously. Physisorption है वो जो प्रॉपर प्रोसेस है वो स्पॉन्टेनियस कैसे है, हाउ इट बिकम्स अकर्स. तो उसका मैकेनिज्म हमने देखा कि नॉर्मली ड्यू टू van der Waals attraction force and residual force created on due to van der Waals force some gaseous and some liquid molecules are attracted towards surface of solid molecules, and that's why it is retained and hold due to van der Waals attraction force on the surface of solid, and that physisorption will occur. The second thing you will find, according to chemisorption, some chemical bond is found between a surface molecule that is considered as adsorbate and a gaseous or liquid molecules that is according to that adsorbent. So here you will find that some chemical bond like ionic bond, covalent bond becomes formed between a surface molecule, we will consider that is adsorbate and adsorbent, then chemisorption will takes place. Second points we will find that physisorption is not specific in nature. Physisorption is not specific because you will consider here the first point you can clear with the things. Now we can understood with the what is the specific thing. Normally you can understood that any gas molecule becomes adsorbed on the surface of any metal or non-metal or solid substances. But here if a chemical bond, ionic bond as well as a covalent bond or dipole-dipole bond, any type of chemical bond is possible between gaseous or a liquid molecule with solid surface, then only this chemisorption takes place. So that is the specification you will find. Then here example we will take that some particular nickel on the surface of nickel H2 gas becomes adsorbed due to that ionic bond as well as coordinate covalent bond and that's H2Ni will form. That is considered as that chemissorption. Other example you will find that on the surface of a nickel metal, ammonia gas, Ni metal, Ni solid, some 4 molecules of ammonia, NH3 ammonia becomes adsorbed due to coordinate covalent bond, and you will find that Ni NH3 4 times. This is also called chemissorption or chemical adsorption. So chemical adsorption only if possible then a gaseous molecules takes a chemical reaction between solid surface and gaseous surface. Similarly, that type of chemissorption is also possible if some liquid molecule react with the ionic or covalent bond or chemical bond with the solid molecules, and that's why you consider adsorption is specific in nature. It is specific in nature, while the physisorption, any gas is adsorbed on the any metal surface or non-metal surface or solid surface, you will consider that is not specific in nature. Third thing we will define here, that physisorption is reversible in nature. Means it is a reversible reaction that instantly or when that physisorption is initially takes place due to higher surface energy of adsorbent molecule, that the adsorbed molecules are adsorbed on the surface. Whatever gas you will find that it is adsorbed on the surface, you can find out with the example. Suppose some solid contact with the gas, any type of gas, then it adsorb on the surface, and you will consider that a solid gas adsorption, or you can express with the gas slash solid plus some heat, because it is exothermic reaction, that you consider then some heat is evolved and then this chemical bond is formed. After some times the reverse reaction desorption is also occurs, and when the value of delta G becomes 0, you will find that equilibrium or dynamic equilibrium is established between that adsorption, that is the forward phenomenon, and desorption, that is the reverse phenomenon. Then forward and reverse reaction gets a dynamic equilibrium, and you will consider that is the reversible in nature or reversible in particular reversible in process. As compared to physisorption, chemissorption is irreversible, because of at given temperature and pressure you will find that on the surface nickel or surface of nickel, solid surface, 4 molecule of ammonia gas as adsorbed, you will find that nickel NH3 4 times complex will form. In other case you will find that suppose that CO, carbon monoxide, carbonyl gas with the 4 molecule on the surface, that is a Mond carbonyl process. You will find in particular that metallurgy, that is the purification of nickel takes place by this Mond carbonyl process, in which the nickel, impure nickel, contact with the carbonyl gas, and that is the volatile compound, and it forms NiCO4 complex compound. That is the only forward reaction takes place in which between carbonyl CO4, that is act as a ligand, and it makes a coordinate covalent bond with the nickel, and that type of sorption you will consider as chemical sorption or chemissorption. So chemissorption is occurs in the forward direction only, and that's why you will consider it is irreversible in nature, or chemissorption is irreversible in the process. That you can understand. Next thing we will find that Physics option depend on the nature of gas. Nature of gas. Nature of gas. More easily liquefied gas. More easily liquefied gas, which critical temperature becomes high. TC becomes high. Which type of gases are easily liquefied are absorbed rapidly or readily or instantly, and less critical temperature having gases are absorbed slowly and in less proportion. As for example, we will find that suppose at a one estimate we will take in a closed container 1 gram of piece of coal and different three type of gas, that is CH4 methane, SO2 sulfur dioxide, and a hydrogen, dihydrogen gas. We will take the three different types of gas in one closed container, and 1 gram of piece of charcoal is poured in the vessel. Then we will find that all the gases are absorbed on the different proportion according to their critical temperature. Here you find that SO2 gas is absorbed in the highest proportion because its value of TC, critical temperature, is very high, and that is 630 Kelvin. 630 Kelvin. Then CH4 priority because its critical temperature becomes 190 Kelvin, and the low absorption of dihydrogen gas because its critical temperature you will find that 33 Kelvin. So 33 Kelvin is a very low temperature, and that's why you can consider that H2 is absorbed with the very less proportion or negligible proportion. So maximum surface of 1 gram coal is covered by SO2 molecule. Sum of portion becomes covered by the methane molecule, and a very less proportion you will find remaining for the dihydrogen gas. So that is the nature, that more easily liquefied with the higher critical temperature containing different gases are rapidly, readily, instantly absorbed on the surface of adsorbate and in more proportion. In the opposite thing, you will find that the less critical temperature or not easily liquefied gas becomes slowly adsorbed on the surface, as well as in less proportion cover the total surface. That is with the physics option. Now we will compare with the chemist option, that it is also depending on the nature of gas. It is also depending on the nature of gas. Here you will find if some gases is chemically react with the solid metal or solid substance, then this type of sorption occurs, otherwise it will not. Suppose I will take that a palladium, Pd, and hydrogen does not react together by chemical bond. So this type of chemisorption not possible. But the H2 gas is adsorbed on the surface of Pd due to van der Waals attraction. You will consider that example in the physics option. But in other case you will find on the surface of nickel, carbonyl gas, each per unit volume 4 carbonyl molecules are adsorbed, because a coordinate covalent bond with the nickel you will find like this in the tetrahedral shape. You will find a square planar shape. According to, you will find that coordinate covalent compound, that you will find that on the surface of nickel CO gas and CO gas will absorb due to chemical bond. Arrows indicate that coordinate covalent bond. If that chemical reaction is possible with the solid surface, either it is metal or non-metal, then only this type of chemisorption is occur, otherwise not. So you can consider it is also depending on the nature of gas. Now we will go for the next point. Enthalpy of adsorption or physical for physisorption, enthalpy of physisorption is lower. Although it is exothermic reaction, you will find that when on the surface of solid some gas are adsorbed, then due to reverse reaction you will find that here the change surface energy decreases as well as surface energy increases in the reverse reaction, but that value becomes more and that value becomes less, and then in case gas on the surface of solid, here you find that enthalpy change delta H for forward and reverse, you will find that 20 minus 20 to minus 40 kilojoule per mole, and that is the very less. You will find during physisorption, due to reversible reaction or it is a reversible process, then the enthalpy change, although it is, you consider that exothermic reaction, and that's why energy will release, enthalpy or energy becomes released during this reaction, but its value becomes very low, up to minus 20 to minus 40 kilojoule per mole. As compared to physisorption, you will find that enthalpy of chemisorption is high as compared to physisorption. Because of this reaction is only go on the forward direction, you will consider that desorption does not take place, and that's why whatever energy is released during the forward reaction, you will consider that is up to 80, minus 80 to minus 240 kilojoule per mole. So you will find that with the help of enthalpy you can differentiate both the physisorption as well as chemisorption, that in case of physisorption lower enthalpy is released, while in chemisorption higher negative enthalpy. Negative values indicate that both are reaction considered as exothermic reaction, but here a higher enthalpy is released and here a lower enthalpy is released. That now we go for the next point. Next point you will consider as lower temperature is favorable for the adsorption. Lower temperature is favorable for the adsorption because of at lower temperature you will find that the van der Waals attraction force is strong, or strong van der Waals force at a lower temperature or nearer to critical temperature, that in rapidly, instantly physisorption takes place, and chemical reaction occurs at that definite energy which is considered as energy of activation. Up to energy of activation or activation energy will not provide to gaseous molecule as well as solid surface molecule, that physisorption does not occur. So normally we will compare this both, that you will consider that physisorption occurs at the low temperature, and when temperature increases then desorption rate is also increases and desorption takes place, and finally it gets a dynamic equilibrium, and that's why we will consider that lower temperature is favorable for the physisorption, but chemical adsorption is occurs at the particular EA, when EA is the energy of activation. If activation energy will not provide to both of solid as well as gas or liquid molecule, you will consider an adsorbate and adsorbent molecule which does not acquire of activation, till that chemisorption does not take place. Means it is favorable for higher temperature or energy of activation is obtained, then only it will occur, otherwise it doesn't occur, and then you consider that enthalpy of adsorption is high and it is favorable for high temperature. At low temperature it doesn't occur. Now we will go for the next thing. Earlier we will discuss about energy of activation. The next point on the depending on the energy of activation. Here during van der Waals attraction no activation energy is required, and that's why no appreciable activation energy considered, that is the EA with the symbol is needed. Without energy of activation it will occurs because van der Waals force becomes universally everywhere. Any particles is attracted with the van der Waals attraction force between other particle, and that's why here no need to energy of activation. Any gas is adsorbed on the any solid surface, or any liquid molecules is adsorbed on the any surface. So here energy of activation or minimum energy is not required or not compulsory, but in case of chemisorption you will find that higher energy of activation in particular some cases is required, as for earlier example that tetracarbonyl nickel NiCO4 will form when Ni solid surface react with 4 molecule of carbonyl gas. Then at higher temperature, higher energy of activation, it absorbs and then it will occurs. So in a particular case, not all the cases, but chemisorption at particular case, that sometimes higher activation energy is required or needed, while in case of physisorption higher energy or energy of activation is not required, because it is occurs spontaneously or occur of its own, or you can say it is universal force. Then the whatever gases or whatever two different surface are attracted with each other by physisorption. The next point. Now the next factor we will find that physisorption depend on the surface area. If surface area of adsorbent increases with an increases of surface area, then you will consider that adsorption will also or physisorption will also increases. As for example, suppose we will take a piece of coal and that total surface area you will consider that here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20 molecules are adsorbed. But I will take it crush out in powder form and its surface area increases like this thin line, and in that way you will consider 2, 3, 4, 5 dash 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 up to 100 or 1000 molecule becomes adsorbed, because increase the surface area, then van der Waals forces are activate on all the surface molecule due to residual or imbalance force increases, and in that case if surface area increases then physisorption is also increases. In the same case you will find here that chemisorption is also depend on the surface area, or two surface area increases with the increases chemisorption. But in particular case you will compare these things not in the more proportion, because you will find that if one molecule is combined with the 4 molecule, in particular case of nickel tetracarbonyl, that whatever amount of nickel you will take, but if carbonyl is limited, otherwise nickel is limited, then you can find out that it's to a certain limit it will increases, chemisorption increases up to increases with the surface area. So it is actually not a difference point of view, but at the characteristic you can say that if surface area is increases, then the reactant part or reactivity part or portion is increases, and that is due to chemical reaction or due to van der Waals attraction. Both type of reaction, chemisorption as well as physisorption, both are increases. The last point we will discuss that the result into multi-layers on the adsorbent surface under the high temperature and result into unimolecular layer at whatever temperature, high temperature or low temperature. That we will consider with the figure, and that you can understood with this help. Here you will find that we will take one piece of coal, and then on the surface of piece of coal you will find that SO2 molecules in closed container are adsorbed. Now, this is adsorbed due to van der Waals attraction force. I will express this van der Waals attraction force as a dashed line. Now, that is the SO2 molecule. SO2 molecule. Now, on the surface of SO2 molecule, that CH4 methane molecule is also attracted and make a other layer, that is the CH4 molecule. That is due to van der Waals attraction force. Because van der Waals attraction force exists between any of the two different gases, two different solid, two different liquid, as well as liquid solid, solid liquid, liquid gas, liquid solid, whatever you will find. Now, the third layer also you can form that in small proportion, that is, you consider that H2 gas. So you will find that a multi-layer SO2, CH4, what earlier we discussed, the 1 layer, 2 layer, 3 layer, many layers are formed on the surface of solid in case of physisorption. But in case of chemisorption, suppose that is surface of nickel, you will find here that is piece of coal, that is the similar area containing piece of nickel. Then ammonia gas is adsorbed, on the one layer ammonia, then no further layer is formed, because here you find that chemical type attraction force, you will consider that is the coordination covalent bond is formed, and that NiNH3 4 times, you will consider that complex compound is 4. Now, the more surface area remaining, and if NH3 molecules are available, then only it is covered total surface. But the different layer of ammonia on the layer of ammonia does not form. Means ये ammonia के layer के ऊपर दूसरे ammonia का layer form नहीं होगा. अगर होगा तो we will consider that is physisorption. तो chemisorption like a Fevikwik, then if a Fevikwik consider as chemical bond, either ionic bond as well as covalent bond, then it is stick together on the one layer only. But you will consider that van der Waals attraction force is considered as a magnetic force, and due to magnetic force, some first layer are attracted of iron nails, second layer of iron nails are attracted, third layer is also attracted, up to which layer a magnetic force is retained, or it can be you can say that reactive, up to layer becomes formed. So you will consider that physisorption is multi-layer, while the chemisorption is unilayer or monolayer. So that is the difference as well as characteristic of two different types of physisorption as well as chemisorption. So that is the types of sorption, and differentiate as well as characteristic we will find. Now in next lecture we will find the different thing as catalysis, but before this you can remember this all the points, because it is a very important for the board point of view. You can write the difference as well as you can write the characteristic, that is in your homework. Okay, we will meet in next period.